Hi, this is Madden with Madden PT. Today we're going to talk about a program called the Throwers 10. It's designed initially for throwing athletes, and over the years this program has morphed into quite a bit more than 10 exercises. I'm going to give you a really simple way that you can do these, and what they do is they strengthen the rotator cuff and also the muscles that control your shoulder blade. So for a throwing athlete who's doing a lot of repetitive motion, this program helps prevent injury, and it can also help somebody rehab as well. So the first exercise we're going to do is a series of 4 exercises laying on your stomach. You're going to need either a bench or a mat table like this to exercise on. So this is obviously my left side. First exercise, you're laying flat, arm hanging down. You're going to do a row. So key point here being, I don't want to shrug my shoulder up, I want to bring it back. So not towards my ear, but think shoulder blades down and back. Okay? So this is a prone row. In the clinic, we work up to 30 times. And right now I'm using a pretty light weight. But you don't need much. Don't need much weight at all. So this is prone row. Next exercise that we do, same position, same starting position, weight hanging. This is prone extension. So I'm going to lay flat, keep my shoulder blade down and back, bring my hand back to my hip pocket. Okay, same count there, 30 times. Third exercise that we're going to do, you're going to lay on your stomach, same starting position, arm out to the side. Same thing here. A weak athlete, a young athlete that has trouble with their shoulder blade, they're going to want to shrug their shoulder up towards their ear. You want them to keep their shoulder blade down and back. Raise the arm up. Palm stays facing down. We do 30. For most people, I have to use a lighter weight doing this exercise than the row or the extension. Fourth exercise is for your lower trapezius, which is a muscle underneath your shoulder blade, although it does attach to your shoulder blade. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go up at a 45-degree angle. So thumb up, shoulder blade down and back. Same thing here, 30 times. Fifth exercise on the mat, you're going to lay flat on your back. Arm up in the air. Some people in the clinic will have to do both arms at the same time, but what you're going to do here is you're going to push the weight up towards the ceiling by rounding your shoulder forward and back down. This is not an elbow movement. So you're going to push up towards the ceiling and back down. Push up and back down. What this exercise is not is a bench press. Okay? So the elbow doesn't move, it stays straight. Push up towards the ceiling, back down. Up towards the ceiling, back down. It's called an SA press or serratus anterior press, and it strengthens the muscle underneath your shoulder blade. It's called the serratus anterior. If you've ever seen a picture of a boxer boxing and it looks like they have really thick ribs, it's that muscle is well developed, the boxer's muscle. 30 times. The next exercise is called a seated press up. For people suffering rotator cuff impingement or rotator cuff problems, this is one of the most effective exercises. And what it does is it strengthens the muscles that pull it's called your glenohumeral joint, but that pull it down and in. So it's this joint right here, it's the muscles that pull everything down and in and keep everything working the way that they're supposed to. So here you can use a set of handles, bars, or even like a set of dumbbells. Shoulders down and back, press up, 5-second hold. In the clinic we do 5-second hold 20 times is what the goal is. If you're feeling brave and you want to do something a little more advanced, you can pick your whole body up in the air like a true dip, back down. The thing here to avoid is at the top. You don't want to be shrugging. You want to push your shoulder blades down and back. So it should look like this at the top. Okay? Shoulder blades down and back. Good posture. And back down. 5 count, 20 times. It's a seated press up. The next series of exercises involves a TheraBand, or exercise tubing, or exercise band, and you're going to need a door or a place to anchor it in. For our patients or the athletes that we're working with who are exercising at home, the easiest thing to do is take a piece of TheraBand, tie a knot in the end, then close it in a doorway. First one we're going to do, you can think about drawing a sword. So what we're going to do here, if I'm exercising the right arm, I'm going to start with it on my left hip and then pull up and across. Okay. Good posture here, not letting the posture break down. At the top, I don't want to shrug my shoulder up. Keep my shoulder down and back, up and across. This is called a diagonal pattern, or a D2. Okay, I'm going to do 30 of these. Nice and controlled. The next exercise, you can throw the band over the door, and then what you're going to do here, a similar type movement. You're going to flip around, and you're going to pull that, put the sword away. So you start up here, pull down and away. Same thing, 30 times. This will be a little bit easier than the other direction. This is called D2 extension. The other one was D2 flexion, but it means diagonal. Good. The last two exercises with the band for your rotator cuff, what you're going to do is you want a 90-degree angle in your elbow, which is similar to the throwing position, right? So if I'm a pitcher, I'm here in this position, I pick the apple, and I'm ready to throw. So I want to strengthen my rotator cuff in this position. All right, rotator cuff is 4 muscles, all attached to the shoulder blade, and are responsible for rotating the arm. All right, so what we're going to do, 90-degree angle, my upper arms parallel to the floor, and I'm going to come down like this. All right, this is pretty simple exercise. It's called internal rotation at 90 degrees of abduction. I'm going to do that 30 times. And then the more challenging way is to flip around. And this is external rotation. And what we normally do is we drop the band down for this one. So you're going to drop the band down below knee height. And what you're going to do is good posture, elbow at 90 degrees again. You're going to pull back. This is called external rotation. Now I'm careful here not to shrug my shoulder when I come up. Shoulder blades down and back, nice and controlled. I'm turning my arm out. That's 30 times. Next exercise is a bicep curl, but we're going to do it a little bit different because when you throw, and right here, so as the arm's going from a bent position, you release the ball, and your arm's literally doing this. The bicep fires, this muscle right here, your bicep, when you make a muscle, that fires to slow down your arm. But we don't want to do just a bicep curl. We want to strengthen it in the position that the thrower is in when they release. So what we do here is we put the band shoulder height. And what you're going to do, face perpendicular to the band. So elbows at 90 degrees. I'm going to curl up. My palm stays facing away, but I curl up and do a bicep curl. Curl up, make a muscle. Palm faces away. 30 times. The final exercise that we're going to do for the throwers 10 is an overhead tricep extension. So you're going to want to get a dumbbell, And what you do is keep your elbows close together. So that's a front view. Side view will be like this. Down and then back up. And then for some people, we'll have them do single arm. So they'll hold their elbow, go down, back up. Here we're going to do 30 times. And that strengthens the tricep, which is the muscle in the back of the arm. That is the Throwers 10 program. As we've modified it a little bit, make it a little more challenging for you. Great for preventing rotator cuff injuries, strengthening the arm to throw harder, and keep your young thrower healthy. If you have any questions, you can always email me at chad.madden@maddenpt.com. See you next time.